Hi guys, it's Brittany with Brittany's Perfectly Posh Pampering, and I am the Silver Premier of Team Posh Pamper Love Repeat, and I'm part of the Gorgeously Posh company. Today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about Facebook and Facebook jail, our least favorite thing, and how to utilize it best in your business. So, the reason for this topic is because we all know Posh Night is coming, right? It's super exciting. We only have 9 days left. I can't wait. I know you can't wait. But that usually leads to at least 1 or 2 people ending up in Facebook jail. And what tends to cause that usually is something that people are like, what? How did this happen? How did I end up here? And what can I now do? So I'm just going to cover a few things that I have learned from some training videos and seminars that I've done about Facebook jail and how to avoid it, and then some effective marketing tips for how to use Facebook, especially during Posh Night, to avoid getting thrown in the proverbial jail. So, first off, what is Facebook jail? Facebook jail is when you get a lovely notification from Facebook saying, we have banned you from doing a particular action. So they can ban you from posting on pages, they can ban you from sending messages to people, they can ban you from commenting, they can ban you from adding descriptions to pages, the list goes on and on. There's a ton of different bans that Facebook can implement, and they can last as little as 24 hours or as long as 30 days. It can get pretty crazy, I'm not gonna lie. But usually, we don't see the longer cases. And what leads to Facebook jail can be a number of different things. So first off, one of the main things that can cause you to get sent to Facebook jail is if you do too much of one thing in a short time span. So for instance, I got banned once because I had a live party and I posted an album up. And I had spent hours working on this album, putting descriptions of each of the products into the photos, and then I uploaded it and none of my descriptions showed up. It was a mess. So I had to go back in and manually add in descriptions and prices for like 50 some products, guys. That's a lot. And I was trying to do it really quickly because keep in mind, this was a live party and I had posted everything up and then it just didn't work. Some glitch happened and I was like, oh no. And then I had tons of people asking me, well, what's this smell like? And what is this product for? And how much is it? And I'm like frantically trying to go back through and add in these descriptions. And about halfway through it, Facebook sent me this lovely little notification that said, you're banned from doing this because you've done it too much in a short time frame. So I was banned from my own party page, mind you. For 24 hours I wasn't allowed to post it or add descriptions or do anything. It was a little crazy and super frustrating. I was able to message the hostess and let her know, OMG, I'm so sorry, Facebook banned me. Can you please put a post up on the party page and let everybody know? I got sent to Facebook jail, and I will get back with them tomorrow when the ban is lifted. So there's an instance of how it can happen unintentionally, right? I didn't want to be sent to Facebook jail. I wasn't really doing anything that I thought would get me there, and then suddenly here I was in Facebook jail. It super sucked. Let me tell you. It was a real pain in the butt, but I gritted through it and managed to come out on the other end. The party still did well. So the same thing can happen if you send way too many messages at a time to multiple people. They'll flag you because they think it's spammy. If you post too many posts in one night. So Posh Night's coming, and we all know there's going to be like over 52 products that are going to be revealed. We know a lot of new stuff is coming. If you start posting back to back to back to back to back about all of the new stuff that's coming out, because they're going to post pictures of all of the new stuff on the Instagram feed. That's what they usually do. They usually defer to Instagram. I know we're doing a live feed on Facebook, so I'm not quite sure all of the details, but if you're taking screenshots and then loading them right up to your page back to back, even if it's your business page, if it's your VIP group, it doesn't matter where you're loading them into, your event page for your Posh Night party, if you keep doing that and you're consistently like bam, 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 Facebook is going to send you to Facebook jail. It has happened to many consultants on transition nights when we debut the new products. So you'll want to kind of space those out a little bit, or get a fun activity involving your guests that allows them to post up stuff. So you're not the only person posting in the party, and you don't have to post all of the items. What I'm going to be doing personally from my Posh Night party is I'm going to offer a reward for whoever can find the most new products as they're being released and post them up on the page, so that I don't have to be the only person to say, oh hey, check out this new product and check out this new product. Instead, they're going to be posting and helping me out, so that will alleviate some of the stress, so I won't have to continually be the one posting back to back to back. It'll be, oh, I'll post something, and then maybe they'll catch the next item before me and they'll post it, and you know, we'll go back and forth kind of, and I'll comment on their pictures like, oh yeah, I like that one, or you know, this one's going to be great, and those kind of things. So that's one idea. The other thing is if you don't want to do that and, you know, offer an incentive to your customers, then you can still do all of the posts and regulate them, but try to limit it. So we'll usually debut a number of products that'll be like all of the chunks that are going to come out. So wait until you have a picture of all of the new chunks, and then do one post that says, check out all of the new chunks, and have all of the pictures together in one post. And do that for each of the product lines as they release versus one at a time as they're showing them. And that will limit the number of multiple posts that you have going on in an hour or so that you won't get thrown into Facebook jail. Another thing that can happen is if someone flags your post. And this one, it super sucks, and there's really not much you can do about it. But if someone flags a post that you put up as spammy or inappropriate, normally the first offense, they remove it. Facebook sends you a message that says it was removed. But if you do it multiple times, or if your posts get flagged multiple times, then they send you to Facebook jail. And usually that can be much longer than 24 hours because people are reporting your posts, and so normally you get a much longer ban. It can be anywhere from a week to 30 days depending on how many people have reported your post. I have not personally had that happen to me yet, but I do know a few people who have had it happen to them because they were posting in like yard sale sites or in groups that they were a part of on Facebook that actually do not allow you to post recruiting information or sales ads for direct sales businesses in their groups. So you want to pay super close attention to the groups that you join and the rules that they have. They usually have them pinned at the top or in the description, because sometimes the admins of those groups are nice and they just delete your message and send you a little PM that says, hey, we don't allow that. Other times they're not so nice and they just flag it and it gets removed by Facebook, and then that causes a whole lot of issues for you. So it can be that can be one of the reasons why you get thrown in Facebook jail. Getting blocked by somebody will not put you in Facebook jail. When someone blocks you, it's because they no longer want to see your posts. They don't want to be able to interact with you. They can't see you. You can't see them. That's kind of how that whole system works, but it only applies to personal Facebook pages. You can be blocked from a group by an admin, but those happen usually in very rare instances, and if you are blocked by the group, you would know because you will no longer be able to find it. And if you had it in your favorites and you click on it, you'll get redirected back to your newsfeed page. So that means that something has happened, and usually if that has happened, most of the time that's actually an accident. Being an admin on multiple pages, it's really easy sometimes to accidentally hit a button when you don't mean to and remove someone, or mess something up unintentionally, especially on your phone because they jumble all that stuff together. So in that instance, normally reach out to somebody and say, hey, what's going on? Something strange has happened, and we can usually get it fixed, or they can usually get it fixed, because it might not be a Posh page that you've had the issue with. So just so you know, on that one, if you've ever had issues and have been blocked by somebody, unless they block you from a particular page, you'll still be able to post and stuff on the page, and it's not going to cause an issue. Facebook's not going to flag your posts because you're still allowed to do that. It's just going to keep you from seeing whoever blocked you personal page and posting on their personal page. So that's a little bit separate. I've had some people ask me about, you know, blocking and what does it do and how does it work. Let's see, what else? What are other things? Oh, another way that you can get sent to Facebook jail without realizing it is if you have a lot of apps that are connected to Facebook, which we do a lot when we play games, right? We log in with our Facebook account. Some of those are not so nice because they, sometimes we don't always pay attention to all of the permissions that they're requesting, and so some of them will actually have you check that it's okay for them to post on your behalf. And that can cause a problem because you might have an app that is actually using your account to post likes and shares without you knowing. And if it's doing it a lot in a spammy kind of way, which, you know, let's be honest, applications do that, then it can get you banned as well. So that's another way that you can accidentally get banned from Facebook. And if that is the case, usually you have to verify your account. You can or secure your account by creating like a login requirement so that the next time the application tries to automatically go into Facebook and post something for you or go into Facebook and share something, you have to approve it. Otherwise, if you're, you know, love your Candy Crush and you're playing it constantly and it starts sending out tons of little blurps to Facebook, Facebook can throw you in Facebook jail for that. So just be aware of the applications that you're using on your phones through your Facebook page because it can cause an issue as well. And that one I was not aware of. I just found that one out recently today while doing research for this video. So that actually has turned out to be a huge issue since applications have become more interconnected with Facebook. Let's see. So I think those are the main ways that you can get thrown into Facebook jail. So I've talked a little bit about how to avoid it, but what can you do about it? Generally nothing. Once you're in Facebook jail, you kind of have to wait out the ban. If you've been put in Facebook jail and it's, you know, you think it's been by accident, you can go to your support dashboard through Facebook and see why exactly you were banned, you know, or put in jail. It should tell you at least, you know, what action it was that got you sent to jail. And then you can report it to Facebook as a discrepancy or an error. Generally though, your Facebook ban will lift before they get back to you about the discrepancy. So you can waste your time and do it. You cannot. You can wait it out. It depends on how severe the ban is. If it's more than 24 hours, then I'd totally try and get it appealed. If it's only a 24-hour ban, just grit your teeth and bear through it because I'm telling you right now, you can report it and it's not going to come back within that time frame. It's just not. You'll be off of the ban before they even open the message. That's just how, you know, the world works. They usually have like a 48-hour turnaround time, you know, crazy stuff like that. So how to avoid Facebook jail. So we already talked about I already talked about, you know, limiting the number of posts that you make on Posh Night in different ways that you can do that. Paying attention to the group rules that you're in so you don't get flagged. And avoid overly salesy kind of posts on your own personal page too, because some people, I mean, we want to think all of our friends are great, but you know, we know that some people are going to be on our Facebook and be like, I am so tired of seeing this over and over and over again. And you might get that one person who's just ornery or being hateful or whatever it is, and they may flag you and say, I don't want to see this anymore. Too many people say, I don't want to see this anymore. You end up in Facebook jail. So, to that note, I'm going to take a little bit of time and explain to you how to use Facebook to better your business and how to make it work for you without having to work so hard. So one of the main things when you're doing Facebook is you want to, number one, make a business page. First off, if you don't have a business page, you need to make a business page. And why is that? Because your Facebook page, your personal page, it's okay to post Posh there every once in a while. But not all of the time, because like I said, you'll have friends who get tired of it and they'll either unfriend you, block you, or they'll report your posts and say they don't want to see them anymore. And all of those we know can cause us an issue, right? So every so often you want to mention something about Facebook, like, congratulations on promotions or hitting goals, or if you're, looking for Facebook parties, things like that. Great. Everything else you need to be putting on a business page. One, a business page gets you exposure to new clients that you might not have previously been able to meet through your personal page. It keeps your personal information personal. So if you're posting about your kids and about, your general life, you don't necessarily want every single person who's a customer of yours to be friends with you on Facebook, because, we don't always want to share all of that information with everybody. Some of our customers are our friends, of course, and family, and that's great, but not all of them are. And so there's some information we like to keep private. So for that reason, a Facebook page is great because it enables you to connect with your customers without having to connect with them on that deeply personal level that you use your usual Facebook page for. It's a great place to post all of the current promotions that are going on with Perfectly Posh. You can share them straight from Perfectly Posh's website directly to your Facebook page. It's a great place to share tips and tricks with your customers, to post videos so that you can share them in other parties, because it's a public page. You post a video review up there, you can share from that page to any other party. That's awesome, right? Especially if you're not familiar with using YouTube and you're not, you don't have a big presence on YouTube yet and you're still not comfortable with YouTube entirely. You can use the Facebook page in its place. Upload videos there and do live feeds there, and then you can share them. And it's a simple, easy way because it's not a private page, it's a public page, so you can share it anywhere. It's also great because if you choose to, you can run ads through Facebook using a business page. You can do contests, all kinds of things. But you do want to be careful with how you post on the business pages. Because Facebook does have algorithms that limit the amount of information that you post on your business page to the people who like your page. So even if they've liked it and they say they're interested in it and they want to see your posts, they might not always see them because Facebook has all these crazy things going on in the background that says, well, people want to see more stuff from their friends and less stuff from businesses that are promotional and salesy. They don't want all of that clogging up their feed. So the best way to work around that and get your page seen and get your posts seen is to avoid being overly promotional and to focus more on a personal connection. So the way that I do that is I follow a 3-to-1 rule. So basically, I have for every, sorry guys, I'm trying to word it so it makes best sense. Okay, so the 3-to-1 is you have 3 non-promotional posts to every 1 promotional post. So what does that mean? It means you have 3 posts that have absolutely nothing to do with Posh and then 1 post about Posh. That's the 3-to-1 rule. The reason why is because people love when you're more than just one thing. Yes, we love Posh. I'm all about Posh. But I want my customers to know that I'm a resource for them too. So they can come to my page and check out awesome things that have to do with more than just Posh, like some of my favorite food recipes. I'm all about sharing great food recipes that I absolutely love. DIY stuff. So if I find stuff to make like your own makeup remover, we don't have a makeup remover. I wish we did, but we don't. So I have a DIY post up there on how to make your own, and it shows different ingredients, and I sub out the ingredients in my comment. I'm like, hey, check out this awesome DIY video on how to make your own makeup remover. I just made some of mine using these Posh ingredients. So it's a way to be, hey, Poshy but not Poshy, if that makes sense. It's not a direct sales post about Posh. It's just saying, this is really cool, I enjoyed it, this is how I made it. And then I also post stuff, like events that are going on in my neighborhood or in my area, so that people can, know, hey, what's going on? Let me check Brittany's page and see if she knows what the download for the weekend is. So it gives them more opportunities, more reasons to keep coming back to my page, to keep looking at it, even if it's not popping up in their newsfeed. They're going to think of me as more than just the crazy posh lady. I'm going to be the crazy posh lady who has all of these other great food recipes and, you know, knows what great things are happening in the area. So it pushes them to my page more. And it gets my posts seen more because people like seeing videos about making food. Especially. They love that stuff. And so then my post reach will jump up really, really high, and then my posts will start getting seen more and more because they're liking the stuff that has nothing to do with posh, but they're coming to my page, so they're still going to see the promotional post that I have, the one promotional post that might be, hey, here's what the feature of the week is and why I love it. Make sure though when you are posting your promotional posts, you know, the stuff about posh, that you avoid certain phrasing. And what I mean by that is you want to avoid things like calls to action and promotional phrasing. A call to action is like, check out my website, click here, shop now, things like that, because Facebook automatically filters those posts out of people's feeds because of the particular wording in it. Promotional phrasing is stuff like sales, deals, discounts. So usually I avoid those phrases as well because, again, Facebook has an algorithm that looks at the post and will filter it out because it has, you know, it mentions something about a sale. It pushes people to do something. So instead, when we have a new feature of the week that comes out, I say, OMP, check out this new feature of the week. Absolutely love Impish Eyes. It's my total favorite product ever. If you are sleep deprived, you so need this in your life. And then I'll post the picture from home office that has the information about what the sale price is and how long it's going on. And then I'll put my link in the comments. I do have a shop now button at the top of my page. That's another awesome thing, is because you don't want to include links in your post. You can put it in the comments, but don't put the link in the post, because if you do, if you put any kind of link that links to an off-site page, Facebook filters that out as well. They're not going to see that, especially if it's a business. If you're linking to another shopping site like Perfectly Posh, no one's going to see it. You're going to get zero reach because of their algorithms. It's crazy, I know, but you have to learn to work through the system. So avoid posting links, avoid calls to action, and avoid promotional phrasing. So those, if you stay away from those three things, your post will get seen a lot. And if you follow the 3-to-1 rule, your post will get seen a lot. And then that will up your business page, and the more likes your business page has, the more it'll pop up in the search bar, the more customers whom you've never even seen will see your page, and you'll get more interaction through it. It can be an amazing resource for you and help build your business and help push you into new markets. So business page is number 1. 2, Facebook VIP group. If you don't have one, I totally encourage you to do it one. I usually encourage all of my ladies to go ahead and turn their launch parties into their VIP groups. You know, you start out with these great group of people. They're mostly your friends and family, right? And they add their friends and family. And some of them buy, some of them don't. But that's still your first initial impression with Posh to all of these people that you know. So what I recommend is after the launch party is over, that you just change the title and let everyone know, hey, I'm so appreciative of you for joining in on my first adventures into Posh. I'm now turning this page into my VIP page. You're welcome to stay and keep going with me as I post, you know, sales and specials only for you ladies since you started with me in the beginning. And if you don't want to be a part of it, that's great. Let me know and I can remove you from the group now. Something along those lines, because having a VIP page is great. It should be a secret group though. And the reason for that is because should you decide to offer a special to your customers that Posh is not offering, it needs to be secret so that no one else can see it. That is part of PMP. We cannot publicly offer sales prices or promotions that Posh is not doing to a wide audience, or make it appear as if Posh is offering them when they're not. So in order to avoid that, you have to, if you decide you want to do a flash sale or something like that, you have to do it in your VIP group, and the VIP group must be secret so that only people who have been invited can see the group and find it, or can see the posts inside of it. So you definitely want to make sure that you limit the or make it private rather, so that they can't see whichever one it is. I think it's secret actually, so sorry. So you want to make sure that people can't see the posts outside of the group, even if they're not a part of it. You have to be a part of the group to see the posts, and that's it. But a VIP group is great because it helps build a continual customer base. It's a great way for you to connect with people who have ordered from you on a one-on-one basis and provide a consistent form of support for them and their Posh journey. It's also really great because it can help you to build up a continual customer base. So we talk about 75 being the golden number. If you have 75 customers that are continually ordering with you, they're you know, consistent customers in your business, you're going to be successful. You're going to always be able to hit your benchmarks because you've got this great loyalty base, and you want to reward them. You know, that's part of being a direct sales and being a consultant is customer service is essential, and in order to provide amazing customer service, you really have to build that relationship, and a VIP group is the perfect place to help build relationships with your customers. So do both of those things. You definitely want to do those things. Another great thing to do with Facebook is to personalize your graphics. Don't just use stock graphics all the time. Put your face on them, put your logos on them, make your own. Take pictures with the products, you know, of you holding them in your hand if you have them. That is the best way. People want to see you, they want to see your face. And when you're doing it, there are 3 things that make a photo or a graphic stand out to a customer. And those are emotion, motion, and color. So you want to express an emotion. You want to be happy because you've got a great new product, you know, like the new limited edition Fallout Girl that's coming up in the new fall catalog. Or you want to be sad because you're out of your favorite face moisturizer and now it's time to reorder, and you're getting ready to put a new order in, and you want to see if anybody else wants to order with you. You know, some kind of emotion that you need to convey. Plus, people like seeing personal pictures. If they can see your face, they're likely to stop because they're going to make eye contact with you, and then they're going to be following whatever your line of sight is. So if I've got this Fallout Girl bar in my hand, and I'm talking about how awesome the Fallout Girl bar is and how you need to get your own, then I'm going to be happy, and I'm going to look at it and be like, yeah, because you're going to follow what I'm looking at, right? You're going to look for my line of sight and see what I'm looking at, and that's going to make you stop for a moment and be like, what's this about? And if we can get them to stop and look, then there's more chance that they're going to check out our page, and that's what we want, right? We want to help push people to our pages, to our sites, check out our products, and get Posh on them. So that's definitely what you want to do. And that's what they mean. And then of course color. You want to have nice bright colors, the Posh pink. I love putting on my logo shirts and taking my pictures when I'm doing product reviews and stuff like that because it's branding. You're seeing the pink that's Posh. It pops out, stands out against the, you know, white and blue of Facebook. So definitely make sure that you're poshing it up and getting the pink on it and paying attention to the type of emotion and motion that you're creating with your graphics. And use yourself. I know it's scary sometimes and people don't want to get in front of the camera, but definitely use yourself. You are your best resource. People want to see you. They want to connect with you on a personal level, and what better way to do that than to share personal pictures and personal graphics and your own testimonies and videos. That is going to get people more interested in Posh than any stock graphic ever will. So definitely do that. Let's see. Another great thing that Facebook can help you do is get in front of new markets. And the way to do that is by joining groups that pertain to you. We all love Posh, but we also have other hobbies, right? If you're a stay-at-home mom, join a local mom group. If you love sports, how about a fan club? If you're into crocheting, I love to crochet. I love joining craft groups, you know, things like that, so that you can connect with people in your area or even around the world about different things. Now, don't join them just to immediately jump in and say, oh my gosh, I own this business. No. Join them to initially meet people, to build your network and, you know, expand your horizons, try new things, or just connect with people on some of the stuff that you absolutely already love outside of Posh, and then let the relationship build and then eventually slowly introduce, oh yeah, you know, by the way, on the side, this is what I do at home too. Gently ease your way into it. The objective is not to join as many groups as you can and then just throw Posh out there and, you know, spit it all out. The objective is for you to meet new people and to engage in other activities outside of Posh, because eventually you're going to talk about Posh there. And those could be new potential customers for you. But you want to treat them as potential friends first, because our best customers are usually our friends. So I love looking at Facebook and finding mommy groups because I'm a stay-at-home mom and I love having interaction with people. And I love to crochet and craft, and so I'm always looking for DIY stuff and things like that. I love Zelda. I'm a big gamer in that department, so sometimes I, you know, chat up people like that. Be more than Posh. That's the biggest message. Be more than Posh. Posh is amazing. Posh is great. And we are all crazy Posh ladies at one point in time, or men. But at the end of the day, you have to be more than Posh in order to continue to be successful. And because you can't Posh all the time or you're going to burn out really, really quickly. So, my last tidbit of information for you as far as Facebook is to identify who your ideal customer is. What is your market? We're all good at doing different things, right? Some of us are really awesome with Facebook parties. Some of us are awesome at vendor events. Some of us are just really great people persons, and some of us aren't. But you know who you connect with most. I can always immediately spark up a conversation with anybody who has a kid, because I have a kid. It's super easy, you know? Oh, your kid's so cute. How old is yours? And then they're going to ask how old mine is. So I usually connect a lot with moms. I know that's my market. I have a lot of customers that are moms. I sell a lot of products that work great for moms and babies because that is what is most prominent in my life right now. So once you identify what kind of customers you can connect with the easiest, it makes it so much easier. So identify who your ideal customer is. What is your little market? And start there. And that's not to say that will stay the same. It's going to change, and that's good. But if you start by identifying where you feel most comfortable and working through that group, then you can push that boundary and push it, because it'll be easier for you to do so once you get the hang of poshing and balancing the Posh and friend relationship with people that you can connect with on a base level. So those are my biggest tips to you. Outside of the #1 rule, which we all already know, and that is follow up, follow up, follow up. Make sure you always follow up with customers, with inquiries, with sample requests. Anytime somebody tries Posh, you send Posh, you talk Posh, make sure you follow up with them, because the fortune is always in the follow-up. I hope this video helped you all touch a little bit about Facebook jail and how to use Facebook to make it beneficial to you and make it work for you instead of you working for it. And if you have any questions or concerns, you can comment below and let me know. If you're interested in joining my team, then you can check me out on Facebook at Pamper Love Repeat. I'd love to chat you up. You guys have a wonderful day, and thanks for stopping by. Bye.